Hello, this is Suzanne Ducharme, pediatric speech language pathologist and author of the newly published book, Childhood Speech and Language Disorders. This is the latest in a series of videos of chapter overviews that provide you just some basic information about what's included in each chapter of the book. Today's video is about chapter 3, one of the longest chapters in the book, an overview of speech and language development. And this chapter, like a lot of the others, has some primary subsections. The first section of this chapter looks at brain development and gives a brief overview of brain anatomy and how things develop and how that relates to cognitive development and speech and language development. The second part of the chapter is about the foundation skills that kids must develop before they can develop sounds, spoken language, and before they really begin to use their language skills to communicate successfully. And the third section of the book of this chapter is a more specific discussion about each stage of language development from birth to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, 12 to 18 months, and so on. And for each section, for each development, each phase of time, we include the primary goal of that stage of communication development, the milestones or the skills that you see emerge during that time, and also red flags. How do you know if there's a problem during this particular stage of development? And this chapter is designed to really provide you with solid information about how complex a developmental process speech and language is, communication is, and how you can really identify if there's something going on that should raise concerns for you that you can then bring to your pediatrician and initiate the process of getting a referral. And one of my favorite sections of the whole book is in this chapter called The Myths of Language Development. There's a lot of conventional wisdom out there and a lot of perspectives on how kids learn to talk or to communicate, what's the best way to facilitate the role of technology and all of those things. And this section of the book is based on a presentation that I actually did at a toy company many years ago. These were professionals whose whole world was designing educational toys for kids from birth right on up through the preschool years. And it was such a great honor to be able to sit down with them and talk about what they really should be thinking about in terms of language development. So I'm hoping that this particular section of the book, The Myths of Language Development, will pique your interest and will spark good conversation between you and your child's speech pathologist or you and your family members, especially as you think about the Christmas season and what toys might be appropriate to purchase for your child. So I hope that you will click the link below to join my community. I hope you'll watch more of the chapter videos. You can also click on the form to send me a question if you have one. And I hope that if you haven't already purchased the book, you'll consider giving it a closer look. You can click on the link to order it directly from this site. And if you choose to order from the publisher, Rowman & Littlefield, there is a generous 30% discount for members of my community. And all of that information you can find right here on the website. So thanks, and I will see you next time.